Hello, good afternoon. I'm so excited because I get to play games. I get paid to do this and I get to play games. Now, the lovely Gavin is here in the studio. Hello, Gavin.
Hello, Alex. How are you? Hello, Hochanda world. How are you all doing today? Not been here for a few days.
Yes.
Hope you're not all too cold.
Yeah, I know.
Pretty freezing out there.
Freezing. What I'm going to do first off, because you were saying this earlier, if you haven't yet seen any of these fabulous games, obviously we're going to talk you through them. However, if you already have the Genius Square, go get it now. Go get it now, and because we're going to play in a minute, and then you can play along. That's what we want, isn't it, Gavin?
Absolutely, because we get so many messages from Hochanda viewers telling us that whenever I'm on, they play against me to see if they can beat me and whoever's presenting at the time.
Amazing. So that's what we want to see. So I'm giving you literally a couple of minutes to go and get it wherever it is. It might already be out because you're playing it all the time, because a lot of people do that. So while you're getting that, Gavin, just in case anybody hasn't met you before, tell us a bit about yourself and the Happy Puzzle Company.
In the unlikely event that you've just arrived on planet Earth and you've never watched us on Hochanda before, I'm Gavin. I'm from the Happy Puzzle Company, and I've been running the Happy Puzzle Company now for nearly 29 years. We do all sorts of puzzles and games which are sold all over the world, 33 different countries, and our puzzles and games have won awards absolutely everywhere.
Marvellous. Now, right then, what we're going to do is show you the website, because it's not just the Genius Square, we've got the Genius Star. Look at this. We've got, now there's everybody's fine. There's an illusion game which I've not seen before. Do check out the reviews. There are so many fabulous testimonies on the website. So there's fabulous games. Look at these 5-star reviews. So do get ahead. If you're looking for, I mean, in lockdown, what better thing to do?
Not only that, but a lot of these games lend themselves to being played over Zoom or Skype. So you can have one part of the game and someone else can have another part of the game, and you can play just as if you were sitting opposite each other.
I love that idea. What a great idea. Now we're going to start with the Genius Square. Now I do just want to say that this is basically has been scaled up for television purposes, just so that you can see. This is the size that you'll get of our lovely ones. You're going to get, so do we get two? So one
you do,
for each
you
player?
get 2 sets inside there so that you can play opposite somebody.
Yep.
And you can multiply that up, so you can have 4 sets, 3 sets, 5 sets, 150,000 sets. In fact, there are online tournaments of this that I've seen going on now as well.
Wow, it's amazing. I love that. Obviously, full instructions are going to be in there. You've got your 2 boards. So what do we get in this kit then? So
let me tell you the backstory first of all. It's
cool.
a wonderful story. So the Genius Square was invented originally by an Algerian mathematician whose name is Salim Bergish, and he's very proud of what he's done. And he originally sent us our game about 3 years ago and suggested to us that we might want to produce it. Now, he'd sent it to all of the big toys and games companies across the world, and they'd all rejected him. And although the game was as good as he said it wasn't quite perfect, and we had to nurture it a little bit and get it to where we needed it to be. And then it launched just over 2 years ago. Right. And worldwide, we have sold 355,000 copies. Cool. It is the current Game of the Year in Australia.
Amazing.
It's Game of the Year in Spain. It's got the 2nd highest rating ever given to a game by the Good Toy Guide in the UK. And this is a big week, because on Friday, we will find out whether it has won Game of the Year in the United States.
Oh, come on, Genius Square.
I know, that's gonna be a seriously big deal for us. So everyone's talking about this game. If you haven't got this game and you want to own one game to last you for the rest of your life, this is the game to own. It is stunningly beautifully made. The pieces are made out of wood. The board, of course, is a plastic board, but the pieces themselves are beautiful painted wood, and they will last you forever until you wear the game out. Absolutely. Which is quite likely, because there are 62,208 possible ways of playing the game. So I'm now going to explain to you how we do this. So inside the game, and remember what Alex said, that we're using a much bigger version to make it easier for everybody to see. You've got 7 dice, and on those dice you will find all of the coordinates that appear on the board. So if you look down one side, we've got A to F, and if you look across the top, you'll see 1 to 6. So when we roll the dice, they will come up with one of the 62,208 possible combinations. Let's do that now. Let's clear the board as well. If you want to clear your board, Alex, just there. And you'll see these round pieces. These are called blockers. And what we're going to do is we are going to block off the coordinates that we have thrown. So let's clear this completely and let's see what we've got. And I'll call them out so that Alex can hear as well. So we have B3 and we have E3 and we have E6 and we have C5 and we have F1 and F2 and F3. So we've got a little clump there in the middle. Now, we've got these 9 pentomino pieces over here as well. And what we're going to do is we're going to race against each other to see who could be the first person, the first player to actually complete the grid with all of the pieces in place. And it is guaranteed to always work. Whatever you do, whatever coordinates you throw, it will always work. And that's why it's going to take you a long time to play, because the chances of you throwing the same game twice are 1 in 62,208. So it's going to last you a long time. Are you ready?
Yes.
So we're going to play. Now, this shouldn't take us more than 30 seconds to a minute. So let's see how we go. If you're ready, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Now, Alex is at an advantage because she doesn't have to talk at the same time as doing this. But I do have to, and I can't do it very well. There are certain pieces that people like to put in place first of all, but everybody plays it in a different way. So the question is, have I managed to do this already? Yes, I have.
Oh, no.
I've done. There you go. And it's as simple as that. And the first thing you want to do when you finish playing is you want to play a game, which is what we're going to do now. So again, if you've got your Genius Square with you, make sure you take all the pieces out, and we're going to throw some more coordinates here. Let's give these a really good roll here and roll them down here, and let's see what we've got. Okay, we've got F1, that's come up again, and A3, and F3's come up again, and F6 this time, and B6, and C3, and E4. So we've got those there. You ready to see if you can get your exacted revenge on me? Yes. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Now, this one's a little bit of a gift here because that is an obvious place for that one to go. But you have to keep your eyes and ears open on what you do. Not really your ears. You need to keep your ears open to listen to me waffling away while we do this. But as I said to you before, this has had the most amazing reviews, this game. And if there's one game you buy in the rest of your life, oh, look, I've done it, then this is the game to buy. Now, look, to be fair to Alex, I have played a few more times than Alex has. Alex is now the only presenter who actually doesn't own one of these, but that will change after today. So, with apologies for the fact that somehow you've ended up without one, but the others are more practice. You try playing against Yanis. I can't beat Yanis, but I don't like to admit to that.
He's like, Yanis's head has gone, yes, I can beat him. I love that.
He's also quite competitive.
Yeah, I am.
So, this is the Genius Square. It is the most magnificent game. It's suitable for ages 6 to adult, and that does mean to adults. And one of the beautiful things about this is that you are playing on an equal level, no matter what your age is.
I'm sorry, I'm still going.
Parents against children, children against children, grandparents against grandchildren is by far the most popular one in lockdown. And of course, if you've both got a set, you only need to have one in front of you. One person rolls the dice, and as you can see we've been doing here, we can play together, and it's absolutely brilliant. We're going to play one more game?
Go on then.
One more game. OK, let's take the pieces out here. And I sincerely hope that if there's anybody left of your viewers that doesn't own one of these, that they do get one now. By the way, worth mentioning that if you go onto the Hochanda website,
definitely.
Oh my goodness me, every single review is a 5-star review. What your lovely, lovely viewers do, oh, there you go, look at this. I mean, just look at this. I can't read them from here, but you might be able to read them. Go ahead, yes.
Right, brilliant game. Looking forward to more. A brilliant game, great for spatial awareness. Bought for my grandchildren as part of their Christmas present. They loved the challenge. Brilliant game, thoroughly enjoyed by grandchildren and their parents. I purchased the puzzle as a gift, which was happily received. Unsure how the recipient is getting on with it, but I can definitely say it was good value for money. And you're absolutely right, because $16.99 for endless hours of fun.
Absolutely.
Years of fun is incredible.
Absolutely. This game will last you forever. It's a must game. We're going to have one more game now.
Okay,
we're going to have one more game just now. Okay, I'm going to roll those dice again.
Okay.
Let's see if we can avoid all those Fs coming up. No, we've got two more of them again, but different ones. Anyway, we've got F1 and F4 this time. Wonder why so many Fs are coming up here. E1 and C5. What else have we got? A1 and E3. And the last one, which I have not found, is B3. There you go. B3. Let me know when you're ready. Ready, Alex?
Go.
Time for revenge? Go.
Okay.
Excellent.
Okay.
I did once have somebody come up to me at a trade show and tell me they weren't leaving until they'd managed to beat me. And they did manage to beat me in the end, but it had to result to me having a paper bag over my head while I was playing. So.
Wait, I've done it! Come on!
And that was genuine. That wasn't, I mean, okay, I was talking at the same time, but that was genuine. Now look at that. And what is the feeling like when you've won a game? It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So that is the Genius Square.
I love it, thank you. I'm having so much fun. Right, £16.99. 549652 is your item number. Now we've got a lovely little video to show you about the Genius Square, so let's take a look. Now, this one I haven't seen, Gavin, so we've got the Genius Star now.
The Genius Star is the follow-up to the Genius Square.
Cool.
Now, this has come about because so many people love what they're doing with the Genius Square. They wanted something which was harder.
Oh.
So the difference with this one here is, first and foremost, that we're not dealing with coordinates. I'm going to take these apart. Here we've got the numbers on the star, and I don't know whether you can see these clearly. I might have to lift it up. Can you, the camera moves in, can you actually see where the numbers are on there?
Oh, we're just coming in.
Let me just lift it up here, just do it from the front. I'm just thinking maybe if you move in there, maybe you can see the numbers on there.
While they're just doing the cameras, just to let you know at home that it's extended delivery. I meant to say that from the 17th of February, but that's soon, actually. It's only a week. It is worth it, let me tell you. Right, so here are the numbers.
There you are. Now you can see the numbers on the board there like that. Okay, so you can see them there and that. And the beauty of this one, this one has 165,888 different possible games to play.
Who works this out?
It's actually not that difficult, the maths.
Is it not? All right.
Because it's based on the different numbers that appear on each of the dice, and then you multiply them through to get the maths right. But that's basically how it works.
Okay.
Now, why is this harder?
Right.
Well, the reason why this is harder is because the shapes are not as obvious where they go. There's obviously more spaces in there as well, because the Genius Square's got 36 spaces. This has got 48 spaces. And there is a beautifully delicious twist that comes with this as well. So the principle is the same. We've got our 7 dice, but unlike in the Genius Square, here only 4 of the dice are regular square dice, and you've got 3 that are octagonal dice. Okay. So that makes it much more complex. And we've got our blockers here. This time the blockers are a little bit different. This time the blockers are triangles, white triangles with black stars in the middle there. And there is a beautiful twist, because once you've rolled your dice, when you've put the blockers into position, you've then got to make a decision. Now, have a look at these 2 pieces here. Now, yes, you do have 2 pieces that are the same, because these are half hexagons, and those half hexagons go together, if you like. You don't have to make a complete hexagon. But if I turn them over the other side, you will see that they make a golden star. Now, on roughly 54% of the challenges, it is possible to complete the challenge with the golden star in one whole piece. However, you've got to make a judgment call as to whether or not you want to risk going for a double win by having the star intact, or whether you want to do it the easier way and just do it face up like that, and you can split them and put them wherever you want to.
Right.
Now, the beauty of this is that there is a specific website, which unsurprisingly is www.geniusstar.com, where you can put in your coordinates and it will tell you whether or not it is possible to actually do it with the star complete. So for the sake of easiness, because this does take significantly longer to do, it's nothing like as easy as the Genius Square, so this will stretch you further. So let's have a go. Have you got your set in front of you there?
Yeah, hopefully I've got, because some of the pieces
You should only have 2 of the blue pieces, otherwise everything should be one piece, which looks great from here. Let's roll the dice and let's block off these coordinates. So we have got here the number 5,
number 5,
number 10, number 19.
19?
Yep. Number 16.
19, 16.
32.
Yeah.
22.
Oh, 32, 22, sorry.
And the bonus ball is number 47. So that's what it looks like there. I'm hoping the overhead camera can pick up on that. That's what we've got there. Let's just change that angle there slightly. Okay, and now we've got the pieces here, and we're going to race to try and get these pieces in. There's 11 of these, not like everything about it is more difficult. So let's see if we can do it first of all without having the golden star intact. You ready?
Oh, I want to do it.
I know you do.
We've had an email from Pat saying how competitive I am. Sorry.
You think? You think? All right, are we ready?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna go.
Now, the thing is that when you look at this, visually, it's much more complex. So you don't necessarily instantly see things in the same way as you would do when you're looking at the square. And that makes it hard. You've got to stay really, really focused in what you're doing. And as you'll see, it does take significantly longer. And if you get stuck with 1 or 2 pieces, it can be what we'll define as being uber. But uber, oh, frustrating, which is exactly the position that I've got myself into here. Look at that. Look how close I was. Have you done it?
No, no.
I have not done it yet, no.
Okay. Oh, no.
And twist this one around here, perhaps. If I put that round in this direction here. Let's possibly move this one up to here. You can see very clearly that this is much more complicated. And there you go. I have managed to do it.
Oh, that was
now,
tough.
I can tell you that there is, you never know what you're going to get, okay?
Yeah.
This is like going blind into a tin of Quality Street.
Ooh,
you just don't know what you're going to get. And some of these are fiendishly difficult. They all have a solution, but I have had puzzles which have taken me 20 minutes to solve. So we got lucky there. What we don't know, of course, is whether or not I could have done it with the golden star intact. We would have gone to the website in order to be able to have a look at it. But that is the Genius Star. So it's the follow-up game. Now, because it's harder, it is for a slightly older age group. So this is suitable for ages 8 to adult. The principle's the same. You're getting 2 of everything you need inside. So again, you can play it over Skype, over Zoom. Absolutely superb, brilliant, wonderful, amazing game.
I love it. Right. Yeah, I really like this one. I like the challenge. $18.99. Item number is 836370. Right, we've got another fabulous video to show you. We've got 6-minute queues on the phone lines. Your fastest way to order is online at Hochanda.com. You can see how much fun we're having. You are going to love all of these games. Right, let's take a look. We are now up to 7-minute queues on the phone lines. Please go to the website if you want any of these games. Remember, the games are going to be shipped from the 17th of February, but not long to wait at all. Right then, so I've not seen this one either, Gavin.
Do you know what? This whole thing is completely brilliant because there is now a junior version of this.
Oh, that's cute.
So this is B Genius, and this is the version which is suitable for ages 3 to 8. I shall show you that on here. You can see it on the overhead as well.
Okay.
And the best thing about this is that it's not a competitive version. This is all about building self-confidence. There are actually relatively few games out there that help young children to develop their spatial awareness skills alongside their thinking skills and their logical deduction skills. The principle is the same. You've got the board and you've got the pieces, but these are much, much bigger, much chunkier pieces as well. So if you look at these, for example, if I hold that alongside one of the Genius Star pieces, you can see just how much bigger these are as well. And they are so beautifully built out of wood. Now, principle's the same, remember, non-competitive, and it's much more straightforward because we're dealing with younger children here. So all we're using is the numbers from 1 to 6, and they're colour-coded. So on each of the dice, you've got the colour of the die, and then you've got the numbers from 1 to 6 going around the outside. So what we're going to do here, and there's, am I missing one of them? No, I've got them all. That's fine. So we've got 6 blockers here, and the 7th one is our Queen Bee.
Yeah,
The Queen Bee goes in the middle. There, she's in charge of the hive there, and we're going to roll these dice, and these are what we're going to use the worker bees to block out. So we've got a green number 1, and we've got a yellow number 3, and we've got a red number 4, and we've got a purple number 4, and we have got an orange number 4, another number 4 there, and finally, oh, look at that, we've got a blue number 4, lots of 4s that we threw there. So this is also going to help children, not just with things like pattern recognition, but colour recognition and number recognition and so on and so forth. Now, we're both going to have a go at this, not competitively. Okay, but yeah, I'm going to say to you, this is for 3 to 8-year-olds.
Okay,
so let's have a look and see. Yeah, there's much mirth and laughter in here about what might happen now. But we shall see. And literally, they clock into place so beautifully. They lock in, which means that they're not going to fall off, whatever you're doing. And the way these pieces have been put together is specifically to give lots of possibilities so that it's much more straightforward for younger children to do. And that one goes in there. And we'll put this one in here like that, and this one in here like that. There'll be lots of different ways of doing each one. Congratulations, you beat me at a 3-year-old to 8-year-old game. There you are. And that's what it looks like. And again, this one's got over 40,000 possible combinations. Because you've got 6 numbers on each of the dice, and so the maths is simply 6 times 6 times 6 times 6 times 6 times 6.
Right.
Whatever that comes to.
Don't ask me.
There you go. So that is B Genius. So if you've got a younger member of the family and you want to build their confidence in what they're doing, develop their spatial awareness and develop their thinking skills as well, then this is B Genius, and it has already won a major award in the UK as well. It won the Toy of the Year at the Independent Toy Awards in the UK last year.
So good.
So, yes, the awards, they keep coming in. This is good.
This is good. £16.99. Again, such reasonable prices. Item number is 092492. Again, we're still queuing. 8.5 minutes now on the phone lines. Obviously, we'll endeavour to get to you as soon as possible, but it's far easier and quicker if you do check out on the website. Right, another little video. Let's take a look. then the next game we're going to look at is the illusion cubes. They're really cool when you look at them, and this is quite a new game.
This is brand new. These have only been out now for about 8 weeks.
Right.
And we have done something here that has never been done before.
Okay.
This is a kit which allows you to create your own optical illusions. And it's very, very clever because it's not what you think it's going to be. Oh. Now, before I show you and demonstrate this to you, I do want to say one thing.
Yeah.
I have made these magnetic myself. You could do the same if you wanted to do them on the fridge or something like that. They don't come magnetic.
Okay.
I just went down to my local craft shop and bought something which is self-adhesive magnetic tape, and I just stuck these to the back here. Now, let's just explain to you what you're getting first of all. So these are the illusion cubes, and inside your set you're going to get 24, oh, there you are, let's throw them around the studio, 24 of the illusion cubes. Now, you have to see these to believe these, because they look as though they're going to be actual cubes, and they are not. What they are actually are layered chevrons built on top of each other, which creates the effect. And they then have an optical illusion effect with them. So literally, when I'm holding it like that, it looks like I'm holding a cube. But if I turn it around on the side, you can see how the layers are simply put together. And the most important thing here is that the illusion effect comes out of having the overlap, so that you get that effect of things coming together. And that's why they're layered in this way, so that you can see that some of the colours are at lower points than other ones. And what that means, it means you can take two pieces like this, for example, and you can put them together in this way. I hope you can see this sort of fairly clearly. And you, I've done that really badly. Let's just try and do that like a normal human being. There you are, like that. So you can sort of start to see the illusion effect that comes up, particularly when I do it properly like that. So just to be able to show these a little bit more easily here, what I've done here is I've taken some of the designs just to show them on the boards, and you should be able to see the effect that you're getting literally by just taking a couple of them here and just overlapping them in this way. You can start building the effect that you've got here. And actually, it's as simple as that. But you can do your own creations, and you can add multiple sets together. So let's have a look and see some of the things which you can build from within this single pack. Now, it's important that you start off with something simple. So if you look at the very easy patterns, they're just using small numbers, and you create your own illusions like that. And then as you go through, they get more and more complicated, and all of these are possible just with the one set that you've got. And you can see that they get more and more complicated, more and more dynamic. By the way, this one here, this one's 6.9, this is my favourite one.
Is it?
And explain to you, I don't know whether you're familiar with the artwork of Escher at all.
I've seen it,
So Escher has these wonderful things called Penrose staircases, and those are the staircases that basically go up and up and up and up, and you're forever walking up them. Now, you can't do those with these cubes, because that is a two-dimensional illusion. However, we've come pretty close, and this was an example here. And if you look carefully at this one here, this is challenge number 6.9, and your eyes will start playing tricks on you, because you'll see the staircase going off in different directions every time you look at it. The whole thing changes around, and you can actually build that. And again, as we go through, just some amazing shapes that are simply impossible, and yet they look like they're real, and you're making those for yourself. So the endless possibilities that you have here don't obviously mean that you have to stop after you've done the 120 challenges that are inside here. The idea is that you then start creating your own optical illusions. So these have wonderful applications, not just actually from a craft point of view, because we know that we've got some of our customers who started creating patterns for quilting and stuff like that, but actually to feed the inquisitive nature of children who want to understand how shapes work and how optical illusions work. Optical illusions go right back to the ancient Greeks. And they've developed over time, but they've never lost their basic principles. And it's something which plays tricks on the human brain and gives us really exciting possibilities.
I like that. Do you know the stairs? You know the stairs one? Do you know that reminds me of Labyrinth? Do you remember the film Labyrinth? And
Yes, that's right.
Yes. Other films available. Now, I do need to tell you that we've got 14-minute queues on the phone lines.
Good
That
gosh.
is how busy we are. I know,
What have I
right?
done?
Yeah, set the world alight. That's what you've done.
Do it online.
Yeah, do please go to the website.
Someone phone my mother and tell her to stop ordering.
Brilliant. $16.99 then. This one's really cool. 664-699. Here is the website, just so you can see a reminder of all the ones that we've got on there. We've got the Genius Square, we've got the Genius Star.
5 stars.
Yeah, there you go.
I see 5 stars everywhere.
Indeed.
It's like I've been hit over the head by the overhead camera. I'm seeing stars all over the place.
Oh, brilliant stuff. Yep, so as I said, $16.99. Item number is 664-699. Do we have a video for this one?
Yes, we do. And this is completely different to anything you've ever seen before. So if you want something a little bit different, particularly if your children and grandchildren are looking for something that is something they've never seen before, this is definitely something to go for. They are the illusion cubes.
Now we're going to see a game called Hit the Hat. I am intrigued. Obviously, it looks like we're going to be hitting some hats, but this one, Molly's seen this before. Apparently Paula got very aggressive, Molly's saying to me, when she played this.
I mean, I'm not going to comment.
Oh. I bet she's watching right now as well. Right, OK. How does this work?
This is Hit the Hat. This is a lovely game. This is suitable for ages 4 to adult. And again, it's a real family game.
Yeah.
And again, the logic behind this is so beautiful. So what we've got here in front of me, I hope you can see all of these here. There are 36 different hats. And each of the hats has 3 properties. Okay. So it has a type of hat. So we've got top hats, and we've got sun hats, and we've got baseball caps. And there are 2 surrounding colours, which will either be pink or they'll be green. And then we've got 3 different patterns, 6 different patterns that are on there. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the other one, which, here we are, 6 maybe, possibly. Anyway, they all appear on these dice here. And what happens is, when we roll these 3 dice, one which deals just with the outside colour, right, one which deals with the type of hat, and one which deals with the pattern. And when we roll these, the combination that comes up will be unique to one of the 36 hats. Right. Now, we can play with up to 4 players, and what we have here is our little hitters here.
They're cute.
So they're cute, and they're colour-coded as well. So we take our hitter, and basically what these do is they've got suckers on the end, so they allow us to identify the hat that we want and to stop anybody else from beating us. All we do when we see the one we want is we hit the hat, okay? Hit the hat, and we've got it there like that, and that tells us what our winning hat is. So the aim of the game is very simple. You roll the dice, whatever comes up, all you have to do is find the one hat that matches what's come up, and then you have to be the first to hit the hat. Simple as that. Right. Okay, so now, we've only got 1 set of dice here, so I'm going to, I don't know how we're going to be able to see it so that you can see what we're doing.
Look in the monitor.
You look on there. So let's roll what we've got here, and then viewers at home, you too can look and see if you can identify the hat that we've got here, which I thought I'd actually seen just now, but I can see it. It's here. It's that one. There you go. You see, let's look at this here. Look at this hat here. So we can see it's the sun hat, which appears on there. We can see it's going to have the green border, which it does there. And there is our matching pattern as well. So let's have one more go with this, just to demonstrate the point. Right,
I'm directing from the floor. Webster, I want a close-up on these dice. I couldn't see them.
Here we go. There are the dice.
Can't see.
Okay, you see those there? Oh, we rolled something quite similar this time, but it's a different one. There it is. There is the hat that we want. So it is a high-speed game. Very good. for developing visual perception skills and
Yeah.
also for speed of thought, be able to think quickly under pressure.
Yeah.
Lovely game. That is Hit the Hat.
I love it. It's like swatting a fly as well, actually. That's cool. 16.99, 292994 is your item number. Got another little video. Here we go. Here it is, Hit the Hat, 16.99. Again, there's not one game I don't like that we've played so far. 292994 is the item number. Right, the next one, 30 cubes.
This is the proudest moment of my career, this game. Now, I'm going to give you the backstory to this.
Okay, good, yeah.
So, there is a gentleman who puzzlers will know all over the world. His name is Ivan Moscovich.
Okay.
He is now 94 years old.
Oh.
He is the survivor of multiple concentration camps.
Gosh.
He is an absolute legend in the toy and games industry, and he's developed over 100 puzzles and games which people routinely buy off the shelves. He is also a world-renowned artist and a mathematician. He's the author of over 60 books. And I do happen to know, by the way, that his daughter Hilla is watching from the Netherlands today to
Hello,
actually
good
see this.
afternoon to you.
And in fact, last year, this game which we did together, which is 30 cubed, when he had his tribute evening in Chicago, there were 600 people from the toy industry across the world there, and he asked for this game to be on everybody's table for us to play. So it's an amazing thing for me. And basically, at the age of 91, 3 years ago, he came to me. We've been friends for years, and he said, Gavin, while I still can, do you not think it's a good idea for us to actually design a game together? And 30 cubed is what came out of that. Now, it is based on an old mathematical principle called the 30 cube principle.
Right.
And I'm going to explain how it works. So it will not surprise you to find out that 30 cubed contains 30 cubes. These are our 30 cubes. Let's empty them out there like so. And what you'll notice about them is that each of them has 6 sides, because they're cubes, obviously, and they have the same 6 base colours in them. So every one has got a purple side, a blue side, a green side, a yellow side, a red side, and a black side. But you'll also notice that they've got these partial lines in them. And some of them are going to be the beginning or the end of a line, and some of them will be the middle of the line. And that is critical. You'll also notice, by the way, they've all got a letter on them, and on every side will be the same letter. And that is to help you when you're looking at the solutions afterwards. And what we have is a series of puzzles, an endless series of puzzles, which include puzzles for younger children as well, and the most difficult ones, which are absolutely perilously difficult. And you're using those cubes the whole time.
Right.
So let's do a very simple example of what we're going to do. So at the very simplest level, we're going to choose one colour, one base colour. Choose a colour, Alex.
Oh, I like the, okay, blue. I didn't get a choice yet.
So Alex has got the blue there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn these all over so that they are blue side up. And then what we're going to do is we're going to actually fill the base that we've got here so that it makes sense, which means that for the coloured lines, every time we have a coloured line, it's going to have a start and a finish and possibly a middle in there as well. Now I'm going to have to do this very, very quickly. And as you go through, the challenges get more and more difficult. This is another puzzle which is beautifully made out of wood, and it's painted on top, and this is something which will sit on your coffee table and will be loved and passed on to generation after generation after generation. The easier puzzles, like the easier one I'm showing you now, are very straightforward, but let me assure you that when you get 3D and really difficult, they start to become almost impossible. So very quickly, or as quickly as I can do it, I'm going to give you some examples as to how we can do this. And what you can see I'm doing here is simply putting them in so that everything is logical in this way, so you can see they've got the start and the finish like that. Let's put this one in here like so. And obviously I've done these a few times, just a few times, so I do know more or less what I'm doing. But if you're doing them for the first time, well, that is a whole different ball game completely. I'm just trying to get this done so that you can see exactly how it works. And as you go through, as I mentioned, the challenges get more and more and more complicated, and you really do need to have your absolute wits about you as you try and do 15 of one colour and 15 of another colour, but you don't know which 15, as you follow all sorts of rules in order to be able to solve the puzzles. And even now, I have to say, I'm not exactly struggling at this easy stage, but it's not as easy as I thought it was going to be. And am I going to get myself into trouble here? Well, that'd be quite useful if I did. That one goes in there, this one goes in here, this one goes in here, and then I have got left together that one in there, that one in there, and this one in here. And there is your example, and you can see there that I've put that all together like that. We can do that with all 6 colours, and then the challenges get harder and harder and harder, and you've got 45, I think it is, challenges that are in there, but this is going to last you for a lifetime, and the hard ones are really seriously tricky and difficult.
Excellent.
How are you doing, Alex?
Oh no,
So,
wait, no.
Well, while Alex is finishing, let me just say to you, if you know somebody that likes Rubik's Cubes type things and Sudoku type things, and also the most punishingly difficult of crossword puzzles, this is something for them. This is really going to give them something to get their teeth into.
It's cool, actually. I'm really enjoying this one. I've just got a little bit stuck here, but still, it's another really great one to go for. Really enjoying that. Now, I just need to point out, so apologies, the postage on screen is wrong. It will be £3.95 for you postage, but obviously if you're a Freedom member, your postage is covered anyway, but apologies that that's wrong on screen. £3.95. This is a good one as well. Right then, we've got a fabulous video once more. Let's take a look. Showing you the website, just so again, so you can get ahead and see everything that we've got. They're all fabulous games. Snakes and ladders with a difference then, Gavin.
Now, everybody in the entire universe ever plays Snakes and Ladders. Everybody loves Snakes and Ladders. Do you know, by the way, where Snakes and Ladders came from originally?
Say that again.
Do you know originally where Snakes and Ladders came from?
No, I don't actually.
It originated as a slightly different game in India, going back into the 19th century, and in the earliest 20th century it came over to the UK and got changed around to be the Snakes and Ladders, which we think we know and love today, until now, because this is normal Snakes and Ladders, but on multiple levels. And the beauty of that means that instead of just going across a flat board, you can actually go up the ladders and you can go down the snakes. And this is an ingenious contraption which has been slapped around this studio this afternoon. So it's possible that something's moved out of position. You get it as a flat pack, which Alex has got in front of her, so you can see it comes in this lovely, humongously sized box.
Yes, so nice.
And then as you go through and you play, your pieces, your balls actually sit in the little slots here like that as you play, and then when you come to the point where you roll down a snake, you'll watch what happens. It's quite difficult to do this backwards, by the way, but you should be able to see that they actually roll down and go to the place where they were. I hope nothing is, of course, something shifted down the side there, but it will go down and through and roll its way through to where it needs to go back to. I literally can't see what's going on here.
Bless you. There you
so
go.
there you go. That goes through there like that, and through here like that, and so you roll back down to where you want to be, and of course you can see the ladders as well, so you can actually climb up the ladders when you get there. Now this can be built and then taken apart and built again. Once you build it the first time, it takes about 5 minutes just to take apart and put together again, and children absolutely love this because it's got the physical nature to it, and everybody in the family can play Snakes and Ladders, and it adds the nicest, sweetest dimension to it. I'm going to be honest with you, when we built ours at home, it never got taken down because it was just being built the whole time. So it just sort of sits on a side shelf sometimes to be able to be taken out again. So I'm destroying the set as I managed to do this. Apologies. They'll never have me back again. So this is multi-level Snakes and Ladders, and this is the first time this has been on Hochanda.
Great, wonderful. Wonderful.
So it's absolutely lovely. It's a really huge game. You need to be aware that you're getting something in an enormous box. It's
Which
basically
makes me happy. I like this. You know, when it's under the Christmas tree, you're like, oh,
absolutely.
there's a big one.
And it's really, really good value for money as well.
Absolutely. How do they go up the ladders?
How do you go up the ladders? Well, the ladders, it's not electronic.
No.
It's not like one of these things where you wind anything up. So the ladders are there. So what you do is you just go up the side. You see, probably, I don't know if I turn this around here.
Yeah, go for it.
So you can see at the sides and at the back, the ladders are actually there.
Okay.
There you can see.
Yeah, yeah.
So you move your board up the ladder to the point where they're going to be, and then it sits in the position at the top where it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
At the top of the ladder. If I position this at the top of the ladder, you won't actually see it because it's hidden behind the ladder.
Okay.
But then if I turn it around, you'll see where it is. And it's just great fun. It is simply snakes and ladders on multiple levels where you're going down the snakes and climbing up the ladders. And what more could anybody want?
I know, I love this. Right then, 1999. All right, 1999, item number is 066075. That's cool. I've never seen like a 3D snakes and ladders before.
That's because this is the first one that's multi-level. Actually, there are other snakes and ladders flat boards which have got bits that stick on top, etc., etc. And now Ben's destroying the set as well. So if nothing else, you get sound effects when I'm on. But apparently we're going to have another go at the Genius Square as well.
Lovely stuff.
So we're going to get our big board in front, and that is partly because there are so many people out there that want to have another chance to play against me as well. Alex doesn't have a choice, but you, oh kind viewer, you do have a choice.
Yep.
So we've got a few minutes just to have a couple more goes of the Genius Square. If you have just tuned in and you don't know what on earth we're doing, this is the Genius Square. This is by far and away the best game ever invented in the entire history of the world. It's won awards all over the world, and as we mentioned before, on Friday we will find out whether it's going to win the Toy of the Year, the Game of the Year in the United States of America. And you can be sure that next time I'm on, in the next few days, if it has won, I'll be telling you. And if it hasn't, it'll never get mentioned.
Now, obviously, I have to do the ASA bit. That's Gavin's opinion. I mean, I quite like that opinion as well, but, you know. Now, just to state as well, the phone lines have died down, which is great. So that means you can get your order in 01733 60 2000. Now, again, in front of both Gavin and I, this is the scaled up version. Yours is going to be this size. It's scaled up for television purposes. Right then, so...
Are you getting two of them?
Yes,
don't forget.
Yes, two. Sorry, apologies. There you are.
This is absolutely the best game ever invented. Remember, other games are available.
Thank you, darling.
It's just that they're not as good. What can you do? OK, let's roll the dice. In case you didn't know, we've got the 7 dice here. They've got the coordinates on, and we've got our little block of pieces here. We're going to block those out as we go through. Yet more Fs. I don't know what it is with the F today. Right, F1. And F5. And A2 and A4 and C3 and A5. Definitely. And what's the last one I missed out? D1 is there. OK. Now, I'm going to give everybody an instruction while we do this. You concentrate on trying to beat me. OK. OK, and here we go. Let's go. OK, I'm going to give everyone instruction. OK, if you haven't bought this game yet, just do me a favour. Just stop watching and pick up the phone or go on the website and buy it, because, quite frankly, you're more or less the only people in the world now that haven't got this game. Everybody else is sitting there playing against me, and somehow you're still sitting trying to make this decision. Should I or shouldn't I? You've seen all the reviews on the website. You've seen how absolutely phenomenally, brilliantly wonderful this is, and when I'm talking like this, I definitely can't win. So what are you waiting for? Just get on there and buy this. You will not regret it. It will last you for a lifetime, but there's absolutely no chance whatsoever of me being able to win when I'm talking at this rate. And look at this. I have messed this up big time as well. What are the public going to think of me? What are my parents going to think? I mean, my mother and my father are sitting there watching this. Utter family humiliation off the back of my performance with this particular challenge of the Genius Square. For goodness sake, Gavin, what are you doing? I mean, I'm stuck again. No, I'm not. I've done it. Hooray. Finally.
Oh, well done.
Goodness sake.
That was a hard one, that one.
It was.
Yeah.
Time for another, my dear?
Of course.
Good. OK, let's take the pieces apart one more time. Again, if you've got this at home, well, I don't need to tell you what to do because you've already taken your pieces out. And if you haven't got one at home, it's one question. Why? Simple as that. Right, OK, let's do this. Have we still got more stock of these left today?
Yes, a little bit though.
Well, then do it. Right, here we go. We have got F1. Another F. What's with the F?
February.
Who knew? F for February, very nice. C1. and A2 and A4 and B4 and F4. And what is the last one that I have not seen here? B6. There you go.
B6.
Oh, this is a bit of an odd one.
Oh, gosh.
Ooh, look at that. That's locked in. You ready?
All right.
Here we go. People at home, I hope you're doing this as well. And if you do manage to beat me, then don't do anything. But if you manage to beat Alex, then do write in and let us know. If you do beat me, quite frankly, I just don't want to know because it's just utter humiliation for me. But what can you do? What have I done here now? For goodness sake, I'm making a mess I'm making of this. I think we've actually picked one here, which is quite... Really?
Boom!
And that is something to be proud of.
Thank you.
That is awesome. But can she do it against Yanis?
Probably not.
That we'll never know. OK, let's look at the clock. Have we got time for one more?
I think so. Have we? Yeah, one more.
Yeah, one more. Let's go for one more again.
Okay.
Otherwise, these poor viewing public are going to be left starving for more of these games.
Yeah, love it.
I mean, look, the viewing figures have only dropped slightly because they're all on the phone now.
Yeah, that's it. I know.
Absolutely. Here we go. Let's try and avoid these Fs just for a change.
Yeah.
Do you know, look at that. Bang on cue.
That's it.
Not an F in there anywhere. Right, I need to be careful the way I'm...
That's what I'm thinking.
That was an accident, OK?
I've been like worried for this whole hour.
Right, here we go. E5.
E5.
An A5.
A5.
I'm losing the plot here. And A6. That's nice. We haven't had A6 for a while. And B5. Did I have B? Lots of fives here now. B2 and C3. And what's the last one? D2. There you go. Oh, this one looks tasty.
Oh, yeah.
Ready?
Okay.
Here we go. Okay,
right.
There you go. Now, what are we doing here? We are trying to get, I think, again, we're picking some really difficult ones, but you never know what you're going to get. Life is like a box of chocolates.
Yeah.
I still need to take that evening out to... I know it's embarrassing. I've never watched Forrest Gump. I know what you're thinking.
What?
As we said, other films are available.
Other films,
Meanwhile,
yeah.
I've won.
Oh, wow, that was quick.
Shall I
you
just
did that
sit
really
here
well.
and wait? Absolutely.
Marvellous.
So,
all right, then. $16.99. I'm having so much fun. You will as well. Do give us a call.
Let's do a second hour. Whatever's on next, just cancel it. We'll just carry on.
It's like Karen Soz. 549-652. Again, we've got a fabulous little video to show you. Here we go. Right then, we've got just enough time to finish off with the Genius Star. So you were saying this is a little bit harder.
It's more than a little bit harder. This is definitely a step up in terms of difficulty and definitely a step up in terms of the number of possible puzzles. You got 165,888 possible combinations. We're going to see how we do because we've literally got 2 minutes and 9 seconds to try and finish this. We're going to block out our coordinates, which are number 40 and number 5 and number 29 and number 33. This will be quite something if we manage to finish this. Did I say 29?
Yeah.
Did I say 10? No, I did not.
No.
Did I say 11?
No.
No, I did not. Go. Okay. Oh no, hang on. There's one more. What have I got to put in there? Help. 29, 11, 33, 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, this is all going horribly pear-shaped at this stage, isn't it?
22.
20. Bless you. 22. Thank you. I didn't sneeze. Here we go. On the marks, get set, go. Oh. Right. Let's see what we can do. How are we doing on the clock here? Oh my goodness me. We're just over a minute and a half. Are we actually going to do it in this time? I'm just concentrating on bringing this show to a conclusion.
Bless you.
And I think at that point I need to sleep for about a week.
I concur.
It's been such fun. Do you know, Alex, because we're running out of time.
Yes.
Can I just say, it's been awesome. We haven't done a show for a few months together.
Yeah.
And it's been completely brilliant. I've loved every second of it. And quite frankly, I don't ever want it to end.
Oh, bless
I know,
you.
what can you do? Did you sneeze? I never heard you sneeze. Right, hang on. Are we going to do it? We're into the last minute now.
Okay.
Don't forget, everyone, you can go on the website. Even when we finished here, you can still buy them.
Yeah.
And why wouldn't you? Because there's nothing else you want to ever do in your entire life. Nearly finished. Am I nearly finished? Am I going to finish? I'm not going to finish. Am I possibly? No, I'm not. I've completely messed this up yet again. Oh, my goodness. What can you do? Am I going to finish this inside the next 25 seconds? I highly doubt it. I think we need to wrap up.
Oh, we do indeed.
We need to wrap up. I need to say thank you for having me. I've loved it. You've watched the Happy Puzzle Company show on Hochanda. Tune in again soon for more fun.
Lovely stuff. Thank you so much, Gavin. Now, we do not know when Gavin is next going to be back here.
I'm not leaving.
No, he's not leaving. We'll get him a sleeping bag. But I do just want to say then, check out your baskets. We've had so much fun. It's been absolutely brilliant. I need to go and have a lie down as well. So hopefully we will see you very soon, though.
You
Gavin.
will.
Yes.
Goodbye, everyone.
Right, don't go anywhere. More coming up after this short break. We've got the lovely Karen here with Yanis. We need to catch up, Yanis. I want to know about your lovely little boy. So, yeah, there you go. What are we talking about? Oh yeah, Paper Rose. That's what's coming up next.
William Morris is best known as the 19th century's most celebrated designer and a key figure in the arts and crafts movement. Join me on Hochanda, where I will be bringing you a wide selection of printed fabrics from the archives of William Morris at fantastic prices.
Did you know you can watch Hochanda 24 hours a day, 7 days a week using the Hochanda app on your Amazon Fire Stick for free? Just like your smartphone accesses an app store to add new applications, your Amazon Fire Stick accesses the Amazon App Store to add new applications. By downloading the Hochanda app, you'll be able to access your favourite craft channel on your TV anytime you want to watch. Here's how to do it. Simply turn on your TV and connect your Amazon Fire Stick. If this is your first time using the device, follow the on-screen instructions to connect to the internet and log into your Amazon account. Once set up, you'll need to open the search bar. To do so, simply use your remote circular directional dial to scroll to the search icon and select it. Now simply type Hochanda into the search bar and this will take you to the Hochanda app. All you need to do now is select download, and remember, it's free. Once this is added to your Fire Stick, you can move the app for easy access. Press and hold your home button on any app and then select apps from the menu that appears. Scroll down to the Hochanda app and press the button with the 3 horizontal lines on your remote and select Move to Front. And that's it! You can now watch, purchase and catch up with your favourite shows 24 hours a day, 7 days a week on your TV whenever you feel crafty. Exciting news! For the 5th year in a row, Hochanda has been awarded the top accolade of Platinum Trusted Service Award from FIFO. These awards recognise businesses that deliver exceptional experiences as rated by you, our customers, and we're honoured to have been selected. The Trusted Service Award means you can shop with confidence, based on the reviews from over 60,000 Hochanda customer experiences. Thank you for your independent reviews. It means a lot to us.
Hi, I'm Lou from Studio Light. Studio Light has been around for about 40 years now. They're based in the Netherlands. It's a family-run business with a great heritage. The products that Studio Light bring us are very diverse, fantastic dyes, great papers, but all round on trend. Over the 40 years, Studio Light have evolved. They listen to me, the demonstrator, and you, the customers, and really take our ideas on board. On the Hochanda shows, we'll share with you the diverse techniques and products will inspire you to produce your own individual pieces of artwork. So make sure you don't miss the Studio Light shows on Hochanda.
Hi, I'm Charmaine from Dolly Dimples, and I've been crafting since I was a little girl, and I have a massive passion for anything crafty related. Dolly Dimples is a fictional character in Dolly Dimples Town.